Hello everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel Electroatom, the company that talks about investment, stocks, promotions, but also today we are going to discuss a very important topic with Josue Diopa. We are going to talk about the roadmap of our company, about the project that we have launched. Many people want to know what stage we are at and what steps we have already completed. Today, in this video, we are going to talk about our roadmap. So watch this video to get all the answers. We can continue, we can start now. The first piece of information you need to know, which is very, very important, my friends, is that in August 2024, the project was launched. The project launch took place in August 2024 and was marked as the starting point. It was during this period that Electroatom began its operations. At the same time, the International Electroatom project was launched. So this was a strategic launch covering several key areas: the establishment and implementation of an investment infrastructure, organizing the interactions with Tribel Technology, starting the development of an autonomous powder power plant, as well as the process of building a dedicated engineering and management team. Let me remind you that Tribel Technology thus began the active development of an industrial version of a power plant based on the effect. It is therefore absolutely crucial to understand that at this stage, the technological foundations of the project were carefully laid. Consequently, the system architecture, the essential technical solutions, the directions for prototyping, and future scalability were defined. The launch of this project is not limited to presenting an idea, but marks the beginning of systematic work aimed at creating a physical product. Another thing to note is the establishment of the technological foundation. Let me remind you that after the initial launch, the focus was therefore placed on the development and testing of the prototype. What exactly does this mean? This means that the development process included optimizing the overall design of the Tribel generator, designing a containerized housing, developing a robust powder circulation system, as well as developing advanced engineering solutions for fully autonomous operation. What was done during this period? Let me remind you that internal technical work was carried out. This work, which is not always made public, is nevertheless essential to the sustainability of our project. The engineering phase is, I remind you, the foundation of trust, and it is what allowed us to move on to the next strategic step, which is the international demonstration of the technology. Another important piece of information is that on February 4th, in February 2025, we organized our first conference in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. In February 2025, indeed, the project's first international conference was held in Abidjan. So this was a very important milestone for us. We saw several people, more than 200, at the Azalai Hotel, who attended along with our representative Moussa Kone, our director for Francophone Africa. There were also several representatives from African countries, such as Christophe Balogika, who was present, Ibrahim from Benin, who was also there, and Christophe Balogika from Togo. We had several other speakers and many other representatives. We had the representative from Cameroon who was present, the representative from Gabon who was there, and other representatives who also attended this major conference. This was a significant milestone for the Electroatom project, which really made an impact in Côte d'Ivoire. I would also like to bring to your attention that firstly, the project was successfully presented during this conference. And secondly, the first prototype of the autonomous power plant was officially unveiled. The conference announced the project internationally, established valuable contacts with company representatives and partners, and confirmed the existence of a tangible product. Furthermore, the project also moved beyond the conceptual stage and clearly demonstrated its feasibility. I would also like to remind you that in June 2025, we held our second conference, this time in Vietnam. This was also a very important milestone for the entire Electroatom team who traveled to Vietnam. We held a conference, we had meetings, we signed agreements, we gained new partners, new investors, people who were determined to move the project forward. While the first conference was a demonstration of the prototype, the second marked a step toward establishing a scientific and laboratory base in the region of Vietnam, or more broadly, in the country. The opening of a Tribel Technology laboratory in Vietnam was planned as part of this conference. This vision, this decision will therefore prove to be of strategic importance. The opening of this laboratory signifies the development of the research direction. The third conference, which was also organized in December in Africa, specifically in Ghana, was where we met with partners, Ghanaian authorities, and the Deputy Minister of Energy of Ghana, all under the invitation of the President of the Republic. I would like to emphasize that it was truly an extraordinary moment. It was a moment of exchange, a moment of collaboration with our partners in Ghana, and we would like to thank them for the work they accomplished by welcoming us and sharing meaningful moments with us. Now let's move on to Nigeria. This is very important information. It is worth noting that since February 2026, we have officially opened an office in Nigeria, in the city of Abeokuta. This is a major milestone for us because it is not just a communication operation, but a true institutional establishment. So what does the opening of the office mean? To begin with, it signifies the physical presence of the company in the region, the development of its operational activities, the expansion of its strategic investment infrastructure, and the strengthening of its interactions with local partners. So, the presence of an office is an indicator of sustainability and long-term commitment. We are proud, along with our English-speaking director, John Gerard, who will coordinate this office and move the project forward in Nigeria. Now, let's talk about current achievements. To summarize, the project has passed several key milestones between August 2024 and February 2026. First, there is the launch of operations. Secondly, it is the start of the development of the power plant. Thirdly, it is the creation and demonstration of a prototype. Fourthly, it is the organization of 3 international conferences: Côte d'Ivoire, Vietnam, and Ghana. Also, it is worth mentioning that the opening of a planned office and laboratory in Vietnam will take place very soon. We are currently working on this, and you will receive more detailed information in the coming months. There is also the importance of opening the office in Niger, which I mentioned earlier. And so this is a project in the field of advanced engineering development. This represents a significant step forward for the Electroatom project. The development is taking place in stages and within the framework of the approved strategy. So, the strategic vision we currently have is that we have a project roadmap based on 3 pillars. The first pillar is technological development. The second pillar is international expansion into other countries, onto other continents, and this is thanks to our representatives, our partners, and our investors. We are counting on you. Now, the third crucial component of the roadmap is the investment infrastructure, because development guarantees the long-term sustainability of the project. Also, it's important to know that these 3 pillars are being developed in parallel and in a highly synchronized manner. I wanted to remind you that here is the information regarding our roadmap, which runs from August 2024 to today, February 2026. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comments. Thank you for following us. The Electroatom project is in full swing. So at every stage, we will strive to continue the project, advance its technological development, expand production capacity, and strengthen our international position. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to write your comments, to leave them, to ask your questions about the roadmap. If you have any concerns, don't hesitate. We are here for you, and that was good. I am Diop with you. Goodbye. Thank you.